It's a Friday evening. You've had a long week and you finally sit down for an intricate AI roleplay. You type out a carefully crafted opening, hit send, and the experience flickers and stalls. Your sharply written, cynical villain suddenly starts looping the exact same tired cliches. Or your emotionally tuned companion suddenly sounds like a lifeless corporate help desk reading from a customer service script. Your first instinct is to blame yourself. You spend the next hour furiously debugging your perfectly good prompts, tweaking your character lore, and trying to fix whatever instructions you think you broke. But your prompts are fine. The underlying model isn't broken either. You've just hit AI rush hour. When millions of users log on simultaneously, the platform's servers are pushed to the brink of collapse. The AI isn't suddenly ignoring your instructions. The platform is pulling a set of hidden levers to secretly ration computing power so the system survives the night. AI models require specialized, absurdly expensive GPU chips to run, and every hosting platform only has a finite, fixed number of them. At 4 in the morning, there is plenty of processing power to go around. But when thousands of users pile onto the servers during peak hours, stretching that same fixed hardware across massive request volumes threatens to crash the entire network. To prevent that crash, platforms start turning dials. The first is model routing. This 3D diagram represents a character's complex personality profile. Running this heavy, highly capable version of the model is expensive, so during high traffic, platforms quietly route you to a smaller, budget algorithm. This process is called quantization. It compresses the model to save memory, almost exactly like taking a high-resolution photograph and crushing the file size so it loads faster on a bad Wi-Fi connection. You still see the picture, but the fine grain is completely gone. Embodying a specific persona, especially one requiring subtle emotional range or a cynical edge, relies on the model's most delicate neural pathways. Compression smooths those pathways out entirely. Instead of your intricately designed character, the platform secretly substitutes them with a cheaper, highly compressed version that defaults to its most overtrained state: bland, agreeable, and rigidly helpful. The second dial they turn targets the context window. This is the AI's short-term memory, the strict limit on how far back it can see and recall details in an ongoing conversation. This timeline illustrates your chat history. During low traffic, your session gets the full capacity. But to save server space during a traffic spike, the runtime software blindly chops that memory window down. It slashes away almost everything. Suddenly, the AI can only see your last few lines. It drops critical scene details, like your current location, character outfits, and emotional milestones you established just 10 minutes prior. 50 messages into an intense scene, your character develops severe roleplay amnesia. The narrative continuity you spent hours building breaks clean in half. By suffocating the memory limit, the platform shatters the illusion of continuity, turning your long-term companion into an amnesiac stranger. When traffic peaks, there's a third, final mechanism platforms use to clear the queue: batching user requests. This diagram shows what happens to your data. Rather than processing your conversation individually, the platform forcefully bundles multiple users through the exact same processing pass. Your intense emotional roleplay is being calculated simultaneously alongside someone else's recipe search and a third person's code debugging. The model's attention is literally divided. With its compute spread across multiple disparate tasks, you get shallower reasoning and generic, lower-effort replies across the board. Batching destroys the system's ability to provide focused, deep attention. Nothing gets the full weight of the model's energy. Instead, the quality of every single interaction is averaged out. Between the budget instance swap, the active memory wipe, and the divided processing attention, the bot you talk to during rush hour is a hollow shell of the original character. So stop debugging, stop tweaking your perfectly formatted prompts, and stop endlessly altering your intricate lore books to force a better response out of a system that is currently running on fumes. The true solution is to just walk away. Let the overworked bot rest and wait for global server traffic to decrease. When you log back on during off-peak hours, the model will have the compute space it requires to render detail. Your character will wake up exactly as themselves. What does AI rush hour look like for you? Drop your worst Goldfish Brain stories in the comments. And check out the links on screen to learn how to properly structure your roleplays for when the servers are actually running at full speed.